Apple might be about to turn its quiet little streaming box into one of its most important products. The next Apple TV 4K could change how you game, how you control your smart home, and even how you use Apple Intelligence in the future. In today's video, we're breaking down the leaks, rumors, and why this tiny box could be Apple's next big deal. The next generation of Apple TV might be right around the corner, and honestly, I didn't expect to be this intrigued about a streaming box. But here's the thing, it's shaping up to be much more than just a device for Netflix or Apple TV. This little box could be the foundation for Apple's gaming ambitions, its smart home ecosystem, and even future Apple Intelligence features. Apple TV 4K refresh might be one of the company's most underestimated product launches, and why it could quickly become an essential accessory for your iPhone. Traditionally, Apple TV boxes don't get refreshed often. The current Apple TV 4K model has been around for about 3 years. It's a solid machine for streaming and casual Apple Arcade titles. But reports suggest Apple is preparing a serious update. Code references uncovered by MacRumors hint at a new set-top box powered by Apple's A17 Pro chip. If that's true, it's a massive leap. The A17 Pro debuted in the iPhone 15 Pro back in 2023 and is still being used in the iPad mini lineup. It's a powerhouse for graphics and performance. That means the Apple TV wouldn't just be a streaming box, it could actually handle console-level games. Think smoother frame rates, lifelike lighting, and incredibly detailed environments. Water reflections, particle effects, weather dynamics, all the visual upgrades you'd expect on a PlayStation or Xbox could now run in your living room through Apple TV. Games like Resident Evil Village or other AAA titles already available on iPhone could seamlessly extend to your TV. Imagine switching from gaming on your iPhone during a commute to playing the same title on your big screen when you're home. And gaming isn't the only story here. Bloomberg reports Apple has developed a new custom chip that merges Wi-Fi and Bluetooth into a single component, with support for Wi-Fi 6E. That means faster connections, less interference, and tighter integration with Apple's accessories. Headphones, speakers, HomePods, all working together with reduced lag. This chip could also be the backbone for Apple's bigger home strategy. Rumors suggest Apple is working on new smart devices like HomePods with displays, home security cameras, and even robotic concepts. An upgraded Apple TV 4K could serve as the central hub for all of it, acting less like a streaming box and more like the brains of Apple's connected home. And don't forget Apple Intelligence. Since the A17 Pro is capable of supporting Apple's AI features, this box would be ready for Series big upgrade in 2026. So whether you're gaming, streaming, or managing your smart home, the Apple TV would be equipped to handle the next wave of Apple's AI experiences. Now, what about the design? Some analysts speculate Apple could add a built-in camera for FaceTime, so you wouldn't need to rely on continuity camera with your iPhone. On the flip side, many people hide their Apple TV boxes inside cabinets, which makes that addition less useful. Apple could also switch from plastic to more eco-friendly materials to support its carbon-neutral goals. The biggest question, however, might be price. Analysts once floated the possibility of a $99 Apple TV, but with global tariffs and rising production costs, a cheaper model seems unlikely. Apple could keep it at $129, $149, especially if they're packing in console-level performance and cutting-edge wireless tech. Expected release window: several sources, including Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, indicate that the new Apple TV 4K is targeted for release toward the end of 2025, with October or November being the most likely months. Tom's Guide aligns with this timing, suggesting the new model could either debut during the iPhone 17 event in September or in a continued fall launch in October, or MacRumors and other outlets reinforce the same late 2025 launch window, often positioning this update as arriving 3 years after the 2022 model. Rumored pricing range: some speculation, especially from Geeky Gadgets, suggests a surprisingly low starting price of under $100, aiming to make the device more accessible. However, PocketLint is more skeptical, arguing that significant price cuts are unlikely. The current Apple TV 4K already sits at around $130 to $150, and with upgraded hardware, a continued or higher price point seems more plausible. More tempered projections propose a base model price similar to today's, in the $129, $149 range, with premium or higher storage variants possibly reaching up to $179. A Spanish publication also floated a sub-$100 price, approximate €129 in Spain. though that price point seems optimistic based on Apple's usual approach. So, yes, the current Apple TV still works great, but this next version could be about future-proofing your home for the next 3 to 4 years. It's not just about streaming anymore. It's about gaming, AI, and Apple's long-term smart home ambitions. So, what do you think? Would you pick up a new Apple TV if it launched this fall? Do you see yourself using it more for gaming, for smart home controller, just for binge-watching Severance when it finally returns? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. So, the Apple TV might be on the verge of going from just another streaming device to the foundation of Apple's future in gaming and smart homes. But what do you think? Would you buy one if Apple launched it this fall? And what games would you want to see running on it? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. And don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss next week's One More Thing.